Uncle Makara.
DJ Khaled.
Or what?
It's a spiritual retreat. I run a mystery school, so we're gonna head over there. I think we're going to the solar plexus chakra lines.
I think that's where you'll be going because Auckland is way better.
Probably. Yeah, one of my friends, Phoenix, stays in New Zealand.
Nice.
Nice.
What's up?
What's up, Poppy?
That was not necessary.
I thought you didn't speak English. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it. Oh, yes, ¿cómo estás? Yes, you want me to go like that?
I can barely understand English.
Outside, then they're gonna come. Eventually.
You're jamming. What? You're jamming without music. That's so unique. Why are you doing that? What song are you listening to? Do you have, like hidden earphones under there?
Yeah, I have my AirPods.
AirPods. Oh my god, I knew it. Just like this, right? I have to make a comment, by the way. I really like your mole, where it's located. It's like the third eye.
Yeah, it's my mole.
It's really cool.
The next year is dragon.
Dragon year, yeah. What is
Yeah,
that?
dragon year. Dragon represents power and yeah, because in China the emperor.
It's a dragon eye.
What?
Dragon's eye.
Dragon eye. Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm ready for
Yeah.
the next year. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Cold is that?
Yes, I'm freezing.
Jeez. What's the
I
weather?
live in the UK. You expect it's pissing it down right now. You're in your hoodie as well. Yeah. We're both in our hoodies because we're freezing. Look.
Got it. Nice swagger. Great.
So, are you a YouTuber?
I am, yeah.
Are you filming us? Guys! What's up?
الهدي يا اولاد
نخاف اليوتيوبر.
حايله بشوشه سيجد
Primal Ultra.
Primo Shusha. We love Primo Shusha.
Shisha. I'm freestyle.
A beat? A beat. Like a beat, like what do you mean? Like what? I don't know how.
What? Come on, anything. You can tap your little, you know.
Like I'm gonna start beatboxing.
Go. Can't stop us. We are cosmic. We are godsend. We are apostles. We don't need nonsense. Yeah. Oh man, that was amazing. You got great
Right.
beat skills, girl.
Oh, thanks.
Gods and goddesses in training, welcome back to the channel. It's Uncle Makara. Let's get started today. Today we're talking about a really interesting topic, man. But before that, I just want to say happy New Year's Eve to all of you. This has been an incredible end to the year. We've had a lot of breakthroughs this year, even though it was my enemy year, quote unquote, in Chinese zodiac. A lot of things which seemed like they were issues, but really they got all resolved towards the end of the year. So I really, really appreciate that, man. And whatever this family, this energy in the background, it's moving me towards my greatness. I do know that. And I just want to thank all of you for being here as a part of this journey. Happy New Year. Let's get it. Today we're talking about a very interesting topic of cyber shamanism, also called techno magic or techno sorcery or cyber magic, whatever you want to call this thing. I love to call it cyber shamanism. We are peak performance shamans, so we're always looking for effectiveness. You know, if you tell us, are you on a left hand path, right hand path? Hey, whichever hand works for me, okay, in the moment. Whichever hand of the deck of cards that I play is going to be the most aligned, because I know myself, Tenet Nosuke. Of course, it's good to follow some kinds of protocols and different knowledge that you have, do some, banishing rituals and so forth, protective rituals, smoke cleansing, different, like you can do it with your phone and laptop. I'm going to do that today. There are these little orgone pendants you can buy. I have one of them. I wear this sometimes when I'm going around, and it blocks EMF radiation and so forth. This is recording on my phone. What I like to do is I take my dorje, which is my little bell. So in Vajrayana Buddhism, it comes with a bell and a vajra. So the feminine energy of the bell seems to be very powerful in cleansing my phone. And I don't know how applicable that is, but I do know that sounds have a particular cleansing quality to them, which is why I've used vibrations and frequencies in my music for a very, very long time. Different sounds give you a completely different meditation. So having an intention before you begin and listening to a specific type of singing bowl energy, or anything that you use is going to expand your consciousness, right? So you could have open an image of a fireplace on your laptop, and it could replace an actual fireplace. You can have a sigil on your phone, which gives it a different, almost a portable quality to it. Now, something that we've been using is ChatGPT. Very, very helpful app. There's one where you can pay a little bit extra, 20 bucks a month, I think it is. Ryan G loves to use this one, and he's gotten very good at the prompts as well, I'm noticing, because the prompts really matter, okay? It creates these images, okay? We call them light codes, and they're very, very powerful, because the intention that you put down into this machine creates an image, an AI generated image for you. And this is very, very key and very, very powerful. This is how we're going to be using AI technology towards our benefit, not towards our detriment. Because if you are in a higher state of consciousness, you're going to be using technology very differently. If you had a tablet or a smartphone, and you've noticed how it's changed over the years, right? The show Black Mirror? Well, think about it. A tablet or a screen is literally a black mirror. And so why not scry throughout something that you see on your laptop screen? I mean, there's so many things that you can do. I'm just giving you some of the basic ones. Now, this next tip is a very, very powerful one, which is called digital mandalas. I know that Maitreya Fields does a lot of them. Very key, very powerful. However, in Primal Sutra, we've also begun to explore these morphic resonances. And also, there's something called image stenography, okay? Image stenography is very powerful because you can hide an image underneath another image, okay? The bit rate matches and synchronizes towards it, and it creates this subconscious effect, okay? What you can do really quickly is go to sigilengine.com, have a sigil for your intention, make it into a sigil, download that image of that sigil, put it into an image stenographer. There's a lot online. Replace it with another image, which you can replace your phone background with. Really key, very powerful. And if you're looking at your phone all the time, I'm sure, right? You're unlocking the screen. It could be your lock screen. Having the apps that are most relevant towards your mysticism, I noticed that even the details of like the logos or the icons of the apps makes a difference to my subconscious mind. So I noticed that something just as simple as rearranging the apps that I want according to which my eye will best serve my subconscious mind, I work towards that, okay? Now, the internet is a hive mind. So if you're collecting lots of memes, understanding those memes are sitting in the residue of your subconscious mind, okay? So make sure you're not perpetuating your brain with too many negative memes, okay? Because I've gone down this rabbit hole too, and a lot of people do. They get on channels or they follow channels specifically based on, breaking up with a girl, or like, a depression Tumblr or something like this. Bro, that is the worst thing you can do for yourself, really, okay? You're literally brainwashing yourself, perpetuating a negative state for yourself as you're doing that. I know you're like, yeah, but I know I'm doing it, but also it's like, I can get over it. Like, I know that. Stop backpedaling on your problems, man. This is a real problem for you. You got to get it handled, okay? And that's what this year's about, man. building something that is going to be sustainable, that's going to last the test of time. Because in this new year, the systems will, start to crumble. The walls will Jericho crumble, okay? Shout out to Iniko. Yeah, man, you can also get, I know there's certain like EMF stickers you can get as well. But yeah, this AI stuff is very next level. I think the next level after this would be obviously augmented reality and virtual reality. Some of our deities that we've worked with and I've channeled have also told us about this, that this is going to be the future of magic, shamanism in the future, is we're going to merge with technology. So obviously the magic is also going to merge, right? It's going to be very easy for people to do a spell in virtual reality, right? It's pretty much the new tech that's coming about. Like imagine if you could put on virtual reality goggles in a kid who's from, some kind of impoverished, war-torn country, and get them to experience like meditating on top of the Himalayas, for instance, in virtual reality. Imagine the impact that could have, right, on a child's consciousness. It's absolutely amazing and, mind expanding these ideas, because that's exactly what it is. We're looking at the future and we're really seeing like, what is it that is working? Now, I think astrology is one of those maps that can really help us to see what's going on, especially because I think astrology ultimately was a science in the beginning, right? It used to be very practical, and you used to understand heavenly bodies, celestial bodies would impact, the microcosm, our bodies. That understanding has always kind of been there in the background as well, and I think that by truly understanding astrological forces, and of course I have like a family astrologer psychic, so I get these like little stones made. So let's talk a little bit about astrology as well. I think there's a lot of new systems of astrology in place. It's not just the basic astrology. Recently I found out primal astrology, there is yogic astrology, okay, which is a facet of Kundalini yoga. There's the Chinese zodiac, there's gene keys, there's human design, right? There's so many maps out there, but what if we could use technology to pinpoint and summarize what all of these maps were telling us? This is what I'm really interested in. Can we find a way to use this technology? And we're doing it with ChatGPT too. So let's take some different maps. Let's say you're INFP, you are a root chakra path working, you need to get grounded, that's your main mission in life, okay, is working with the root and rootedness. Let's say you're the Jungian archetype of the everyman. Let's say that you have a core wound of abandonment, or the oral archetype. Let's say your top strength is humor, okay? We have all of these different maps now in Primal Sutra, right? So what if we could take them all together, and Gene Key 47 or whatever, right? And let's say we put this all into ChatGPT and it creates an image for us. More fusion, more integration, the more the subconscious begins to understand it and actually sit and sink and recover. Okay, the real meaning of resilience is recovery, as I'm beginning to understand from my mentor AZD. Resilience is just recovery, okay, which is a very powerful understanding if we're coming down to really getting into the understanding of recovery phase into struggle phase again in the flow cycle, right? Like you do need that resilience to get back into struggle again. It's how well you recover, your self-care, that's going to help you with your resilience, which is something we miss out on, right? So everything, like all the pieces that have been scattered at the beginning of this year have slowly come together now. And I think we're starting to get way more clarity, way more focus than ever before. You're sending your friend a song and they're playing it. You're thinking that that's a regular day-to-day thing, but man, that's magic. Okay? Because you're literally changing their state of consciousness through that song. And what if we could envelop all our senses and make vision boards sensory? Okay, this is something I've been thinking about very recently, is what if I could smell my vision board and taste my vision board? Ultimately, we came to the understanding that, bro, if you want to do that, just get a girlfriend, right? That's your ultimate vision board, okay? Because that's your divine counterpart energy in the feminine form, or you as a man if you're a woman watching, right? So start to understand. I mean, I think Claudia brought this up a little while ago. She got the book. She's one of our adepts. and she got the book Shakti, a very good book. I think every woman should read this book. So Shakti is the energy that activates the power of the male gods. So think about how powerful that statement is. She summons the best version of you as a man to come alive. That's such a powerful understanding. And a little bit off topic, but I thought I'd mention that. That's very powerful datum. So can sacred inspiration be a part of both the cyberspace and the real world? Absolutely. As the information superhighway gets more intense, I think people will understand how to use magic in its diversity. The archetypical symbols that we can use with graphics and art and AI is next level. Think about this. When you're putting something and dragging it into the trash, it's cyber magic. You literally just did a banishing spell. What if you blessed your computer regularly? What if you gave it thanks and gratitude? Would that change the energy signature of the device? Because these computers are made with crystals. Do as thou will, but spam none, okay? Don't hurt others with your technology. That's the one thing that I would just say. But obviously, you gotta use your own cyber witch, cyber shaman ethics and integrity. Having said that, man, I just want you guys to enjoy this next year and celebrate well. Don't get too crazy, okay? I tend to get a little bit crazy in New Year's celebrations, but, you know, I'm gonna try to hold it all together. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you, and let's get it. Let's transform ourselves. Let's never be the same again. And may the flow be with you. Os.